I expected a hard fight, you know. I put my family through a lot.
The more you get hit, the harder you fight. I get it.
Let's go!
Only now you've taken way too many hits before you get off.
Okay, any mishaps on set? Because, you know, I'm watching these scenes, like, did you ever accidentally take a punch? Did you ever someone actually get hit that wasn't supposed to get hit?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we're doing a fight movie, so, and the way Antoine shot the movie is, you know, there were no doubles or anything like that, so we're fighting all the time, constantly. We choreograph the whole fight, and then we do 3 rounds, and we'd break at the bell, and then we'd come back, we'd do the scene, we'd film it like we were filming a fight. You get tired the way you know, get when you exert yourself like that over time, and that we tried to make it as real as possible. So, yeah, and then we'd improv in the middle of it sometimes, like we'd talk, and I'd say, okay, I'm gonna throw two jabs, right hand, left hook, you know, okay, I'm gonna get hit with one jab, block the jab, and then slip the right hand, or whatever it is, and occasionally you just forget what you said, and you do, and you get hit, or you hit somebody, and, you know.
Doesn't it hurt?
Yes, it does hurt, yeah.
So was some of that blood real? Was ever some of that?
Some of that blood was real, but ultimately, like, the big beat ups were, you know, they are what they are. They're the work of really brilliant people on a movie.
And what were you eating? Like, that entire time? You must have just been, like, constantly eating.
Sort of anything that I wanted. I mean, I trained, Antoine Fuqua trained with me. All the fighters, we were all trained together. So, you know, I don't really even like Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds pretty good. I
Yeah,
like a burrito bowl.
Yeah, no, it's really good, yeah.
Maybe you'll get some free Chipotle out of this.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to know, like, if Regina George was in a boxing ring, like, who would she want to throw down with and why?
Oh, gosh, wow. Who would she want to get in there with? I'm trying to think. She'd probably take anybody. I don't think she's picky. She was picky, really. Anybody is game. Yeah.
She would win, right? I would assume.
I think she'd be pretty scrappy. Yeah, those nails.
You're giving
or
me
that would be the worst thing for her. I mean, you can't have those nails in a boxing glove.
I mean, she could make it work.
She would find a way.
Newfound appreciation for boxing yourself, just what these guys and women have to go through?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really tough sport, and it's not for sissies at all. And there's a real art form to it, I think. You know, it's there's a lot of strategy involved, and, you know, it's not just going in there and throwing punches and who can be the strongest person, or so. And it's, you know, I just learned personally, it's such a great workout, head to toe. I mean, you just sweat like a maniac, and it's tough. So yeah, I have a great deal of respect for the sport and anyone that can excel at it.
Doesn't it hurt? Like, why do you want, like, why do I want to get beaten up?
Right.
Why?
I don't know. I don't understand that either. And I've never actually taken a punch. You know, just hitting the mitts is enough for me. But yeah, it took me a minute to get over that. Like, just like, oh, this is weird. And same thing with, like, shooting guns or using knives, or, you know, I had to do that for True Detective. So it was like, it took a minute. And then it's weird how quickly you get comfortable with it too.
Right, that's kind of
like,
danger.
oh.
Like, what? Like, oh.
Right, you can become really desensitized to it really quickly. So, but yeah, I guess it's a very powerful feeling.
If you could go into the ring with another rapper, who would it be and why?
Rappers, there ain't no real upside in that. I thought you was talking about me getting able to fight somebody and make a big payday or something.
All right, fine, for a big payday.
Big payday. I go on with Donald Trump or somebody with a huge aura and following around him. We get some real money behind that fight.
Now, are you to fight him or his hair?
I'm gonna have him come with a different little hairdo. So it's a whole nother competition and energy going on in the ring. Maybe we get a little spike going.
I could see that. That would make a lot of money on pay-per-view. I mean, I'd watch that in, like, a heartbeat.
Check us out.
So Fiddy and Trump, Caesar's Palace. No, MGM Grand.
MGM Grand. We got to go to the big shot.
Let's talk about this movie. I mean, it's intense to watch, and you're a fan yourself. I mean, doesn't that hurt? Like, when you see these people, and why? Why do you want to get the crap beat out of you?
Well, you know, when fighters, when they're matched up against someone who isn't as disciplined as they are, you see a performance that's graceful. You see something that you just look and you go, wow. It's almost like magic, how he's standing right in front of you and you can't find him. You know, like you just can't hit the guy. It's just, they'll just outclass you completely if you're not on the same level of talent. And that you can look at and say, why would you want to see that? You know, it's the, even in Floyd's case, I'll bring Floyd into it because he's...
Wait, who? Sorry.
Floyd.
Who?
Floyd Mayweather.
Uh-huh.
Like he...
You're a fan of his, correct?
It's my brother. You know what I mean? But he's developed this thing that allows people to tune in because they'd like to see him lose.
But you're so vocal against him, I feel
At
like.
points that we disagree with things, you know, and it's tough to tell your brother what to do when he makes $250 million in 36 minutes. You know what I mean?
Sorry,
like,
I'm gonna go get a new job. It's been real.
It's a hard thing, a hard task. When I mean, a lot of people around him are codependent, so you know, they gotta kind of roll with the idea that he's presenting.
Does that kind of money like change people? I mean, it just seems unfathomable to me that someone can make that much money. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that they get paid so much?
I don't think it's you can never view it as a bad thing because at that point, the money doesn't really mean anything. You see what I'm saying? It's just the luxury to invest in the idea that you have.
You can't fight like that anymore. Think about her.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I love you.
I love you.
So predictable.
Man.
The light heavyweight champion of the world, Billy Burke.
I wouldn't be here without my wife, Maureen.
Hey, Billy, why you leaving so soon?
Come on, keep walking.
Baby, you ain't never been a real man.
Billy, let that go. Let's go home.
How about I take your belt?
Billy, stop!
Me and I. No.
This court is aware of the tragedy your family has suffered, Mr. Hope. Nonetheless, you have chosen to demonstrate dangerous behaviors while having custody of your daughter.
Dad?
You need help, Billy. It'll be a year before your suspension is up, which means zero income.
Legal custody of the child shall remain with family services until the father can demonstrate the abilities of a responsible parent.
Please, I don't want to.
I'm sorry, please, come on, Billy,
Dad,
come on.
I want to stay with you. I want to live with you.
Okay, but tell me if you were going to describe what type of film this is. What type of movie is it?
What type? I think it's a movie about. It's a movie about a father and daughter. It's a movie about family to me. I mean, a lot of people talk about it being a boxing film. Someone said to me, they're like, well, it's called Southpaw, but you're not a Southpaw. And I go, yeah, well, it's more of a metaphor for life and what life delivers to you. You know, that sometimes life delivers you blows that you have to switch up and change your stance and figure out a new strategy. And I guess that's why boxing is such a beautiful thing to film, because it's a metaphor for life in a lot of ways. You know, you're hit with blows that you don't expect, and you get knocked down, you got to get back up. And that's why it's such a great genre of film, and why, I mean, I love boxing movies and why I love movies about boxing. But I think it's a movie about family. It's a reason why I did it. And also about a guy who's fought the system his whole life, you know, struggled to kind of come up and make it, and his successes come from his rage and his raging against the system, and then ultimately it's that same rage that destroys him, and he has to learn how to fight without that rage, and learn how to fight with technique and grace and skill, and be a gentleman, and I think I love that idea.
Thank you, Jake.
Thanks, man.
Let's talk about you for a second. You know, you've done some acting, obviously, huge in music. What surprised you about your journey so far?
Well, that people have shifted this fast, because it felt like a lot of the things I was doing was going unseen, as far as the film and television piece, and with power, it changes a lot. And when they see the different things that I've done in film, like, because I just did a really small piece in Spy with Melissa McCarthy, and
I saw it.
That joint, and then it's all coming out on top of each other now. So it's like that, while we had episode 6 of 10 on Power, and I play Kanan, a recurring role in there. You know, and that shows, because I developed it from the beginning, it's cool. Like, I feel really good about it. And this is one of those bigger projects. Like, when he comes and they get a chance to see me work on this project, they'll see Jordan Maines, they won't see 50 Cent in this film.
Where are we with your music?
I got a new album, SKI. I've been recording for some time now, and it's even been, this weekend has been my birthday weekend, so I've been traveling and a lot of parties, and I get a chance to, I tell the DJ, just play the music that works. Don't play my music because I'm here, because I want to see people enjoy themselves, and I want to see what it is about that music. A lot of it is repetitive. It's the same sound, the same style of music, and I look at it, and it's easier for me to say different things over that type of production, so I'll go play with those different things before I launch the album.
You want me to come with you?
No, man. I gotta do this alone.
So what brings Billy Hope into my gym?
I'm looking for a job, maybe a place to trade.
You couldn't handle the rules here, man.
I can't lose my daughter. I'll give you my everything.
Somebody help me, please!
I know that you're mad at me right now.
You don't know anything.
She doesn't want to see you today.
Tell her I love her.
Gotta let her hate you so she can get better.
How'd you like to fight for that title?
You think that you can beat Magic?
Not without you. I'm gonna fight again. I'm gonna get my kid back.
What chance is there that Hope could win? The cards are stacked against Hope.
They say Billy Hope can't make it. Billy Hope is over. This is your time. This is your moment. You can control your destiny.